Everyone, welcome back. So, Thrash is exactly the kind of movie you think it's going to be, and honestly, that its biggest strength. This new Netflix shark thriller throws you into a flooded town, adds a bunch of killer sharks, and basically say, sit back and enjoy the chaos. And surprisingly, it works. From the moment you hear the premise, a hurricane floods a town, and shark starts attacking people. You already know the vibe. This isn't trying to be some deep prestige survival drama. It's a B movie, and the most important question is, does it understand that? The answer is yes. Director Tommy lives fully into the absurdity here. Even with a decent budget and recognizable actor, the film never tries to be something it's not. It knows exactly what kind of ride it's offering and commits to it. The story kicks off in a small town already on the brink of a disaster. What starts as a storm quickly turns into a full-blown hurricane, and before anyone can properly react, things spiral out of control. The town flood, chaos erupts, and then, just to make things work, sharks enter the picture, and not in a subtle way. The movie wastes no time getting there. Within the first act, a levee breaks, water rushes in, and truck carrying raw meat spills into the flood, basically ringing the dinner bell for every shark nearby. It's ridiculous, but in the best way. What the film does smartly is give every major character a reason to be stuck in this situation. Dakota, played by Whitney Peak, suffers from agoraphobia, so living isn't exactly easy for her. Her uncle, played by Jomon, is a marine researcher who ends up risking everything to protect her. You have got a heavily pregnant woman who's forced to stay at work despite the storm, three foster kids stuck with an awful guardian who refuses to evacuate, and a bunch of other characters who are basically trapped by circumstance rather than choice. And that actually helps because instead of yelling at the screen, wondering why these people didn't just stay, you kind of get it. They didn't choose this, they are just trying to survive it. Once the shark arrives, the movie fully embraces its chaotic energy. There's a moment early on where a guy loses his arm, pops out of water, looks at the stump, and just screams. And that's when you realize, okay, this movie gets it. It's not trying to be terrifying in a grounded, realistic way. It's trying to be fun, over the top, and just self-aware enough to keep you entertained. From there, things escalate fast, more attacks, bigger chaos, and increasingly wild situation as characters try to navigate a flooded town filled with predators. And for the most part, it delivers exactly what you would want. That said, it's not perfect. The biggest issue is consistency. Some scenes hit the tone perfectly, balancing tension and absurdity in a way that keeps you hooked. But then other moments feel slightly off. Sometimes an actor plays it little too seriously for the kind of movie this is. Other times a set piece doesn't land as well as it should, and because of that, your engagement kind of goes up and down throughout the film. It never completely loses you, but it also never reaches quite the next level. There's no standout, unforgettable sequence that people are going to be talking about years from now, and that's really what separates a fun B movie from a great one. Still, what Thrash does right is its tone. As it builds towards the climax, it really locks into what it wants to be a wild, crowd-pleasing ride. You can actually feel that some of these moments were designed for a theater audience, big reaction, big laughs, that shared energy. But even watching it at home on Netflix, it still works. It's the kind of movie you throw on not expecting much and end up having a genuinely good time with, and sometimes that's enough. Thrash isn't trying to reinvent the genre. It's not Jaws, it's not aiming for a prestige. It's just a messy, entertaining, shark-filled disaster movie that knows exactly what it is and leans into it, and because of that it delivers. If you are into this kind of movies, do watch it. Thank you for watching. Bye.